Good morning. It's the morning that we're leaving from Rocky Mountain National Park, and our tent leaked very badly last night when it stormed. You can see where our mattress was. It's just soaked, and it's actually a lot better than it was last night. Like, there's water everywhere, which meant our air mattress is soaked, so we're having to wipe it down with the towels that were already disgusting from the tent from last night. So we have to find a laundromat because everything's soaked. So we have made it to Buena Vista, Colorado, and it's a cute little town surrounded by mountains on every side, and we're just walking around. So we have made it to the trailhead, but we haven't had a real meal in over a day, like a day and a half. We haven't had real food.
It's been mostly snacks.
Yeah, only snacks. So before we do our like 5.7-mile hike, we're gonna eat some soup. So we were
supposed to do this tonight, but we didn't do chili last night, so we're gonna do this now and chili later.
Yeah, so we're kind of just like in the parking lot making soup. Also, there's nothing like a glorious soup meal out of a pot with a big ol' lump of poop in the background. Glorious sight and smell as we eat.
That's why I'm facing this way.
We have officially started the trail. What's it called?
Browns Creek.
Browns
Trail?
Creek to the waterfall. We're on 5.7 miles, so we'll see what it actually ends up being.
Yeah. So a couple years ago, 8 years ago, me, my dad, and my brother came here to Buena Vista, and on our last day, we went on a horseback ride on this trail to the waterfall. Each of us had a horse, right? Dad and my brother they had two horses and they had cool names. It was Prince T and Checkers. My horse's name was Dan. And for some reason, that's just always been really funny to us. And there's a lot of horse poop down here. There's some trailers back at the trailhead, so who knows? Maybe I'll see Dan. I have a picture with Dan. I need to find it. But yeah, I miss my homeboy. Homeboy Dan.
Already getting some nice views.
The Arkansas Valley. Arkansas Valley. They call
Look at how clear this water is. If it was still, you wouldn't even know that there was water. It's so...
You can see fish in it too.
Yeah. So clear.
Yeah, really pretty.
We have made it! There it is. Wow.
What do you think?
It's so nice. It was worth almost 3 miles to get here.
Yeah.
We are saying goodbye to the waterfall.
Yeah, hopefully it's not another 8 years until I see it again.
There it is. It's so powerful.
It's loud.
Yeah. the hike. It ended up being just over a little bit, 6 miles. So 6 miles after our almost 10 miles yesterday.
We're going over to a cattle guard right now. Ooh.
So, yeah, now, where are we going now?
We are heading back into Buena Vista for a beer at Eddie Lion Brewery. And then after that, some ice cream from Kay's Dirty Light right across the street.
Yep.
So
it was nice. It was a nice hike.
Yeah, especially when we started talking.
Oh yeah, the first part it's so uphill. I was dying because I cannot hang when there's an incline, so I was struggling. But then I started yapping, so
I made her start talking,
yeah.
And all of a sudden we were at the waterfall.
He was making me he was asking things, so I was giving full stories because we had the time. So
yeah, and then
it made it time to go faster.
Yeah, and then on the way down we talked about a whole bunch of stuff. So went pretty fast, but it was very, very enjoyable. Whoa!
Yeah.
Very enjoyable.
Yep. Ah!
We're now trying to be gentle, but some of them are just...
Yeah, and the sun's coming out. It's all nice.
Yeah, finally. Hopefully when we come out... Oh, you can see, I'm not sure what mountain that is.
Yep.
Chavano, Antero or something. Anyway.
Yeah.
I did... We passed a bunch of horses, and I asked the guy, because he's packing them up, I'm like, hey, are any of these horses by chance named Dan, Prince T, or Checkers? Because those were our horses' names. And he was like, no, not these, but we still have those. And it's like, my homie Dan. My homie Dan. He's still alive. I don't know. Maybe one day I'll go back and hang out with Dan.
Probably an old man now.
Yeah, maybe. Anyway, beer time. Beer me. Wow. Mount.
Good morning. We are on our way to Montrose, Colorado.
The Black Canyon of the Gunnison National Park.
But we picked up some actual food for breakfast. Well, McDonald's. But Hayden wanted
actual food.
Hayden wanted apple juice.
She put me on the spot. I already have water, so I didn't want to get water, but I didn't want to get soda because it's early in the morning. I don't like orange juice, and so I kind of just said, apple juice. I was expecting like a bottle of it, right? Like a normal bottle. Well, this is the only apple juice they have.
So
there's a hair on it. That's gross. I hope it's one of our hairs.
It was long. So he got a little baby apple juice.
Yeah, appley ever after. It says
organic.
there. Yeah. Gotta take care of my health. You know, eating McDonald's. Gotta be healthy. Y'all ever see those McDonald's commercials where it was like, oh, it's a good idea to eat McDonald's, it's healthy. Like there was one when I was a kid where it's like, this kid had a pet goat and the goat ate everything. And so they were like, you know what, goat, we're gonna take you for a nice healthy meal. And they took him to McDonald's. Like, that's horrible advertising. It's terrible.
But we got 2 biscuit sandwiches and some hash browns. So
yeah, now we gotta go. Now I gotta go get ice.
Yeah, because we didn't get ice last night, so now it's sloshing around whenever we drive. But there's a pig!
Oh.
What is that? Oh gosh.
Oh, where's my phone? Oh, it's right here.
Look at that pig.
Let me use the hashtag. So I am once again playing Passenger Princess. Oh, for the 4th time on this trip. Because Caitlin finally offered to drive.
Oh, whatever. I offer every single time we get in the car and he's like, no.
Don't listen to her.
Because he doesn't want to sit in the passenger seat.
Don't listen to her.
It's compiled of stuff.
Don't listen to her. Look at what I'm looking at. So anyway, we had to get a hotel last night because it was gonna rain, and I was getting mad because I was awake till like 2 a.m. and I didn't hear any rain. was like, well, we just wasted money. And then I woke up this morning and everything was soaked. So it was a good idea to get the hotel. On the other hand, we didn't bother to check if there were any road closures on the way from where we were to Montrose. And turns out that certain portions of the road that we were going to go are closed. So that made the drive go from a 3-hour drive to a 5-hour drive. So, not ideal, but we do get to go through some national forest roads, surrounded by some mountains. Wow. Monarch Pass. Wow. What do you think? Yeah, that's all Caitlin said this entire trip. I hope these clouds go away. I'm sick of the rain.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's a commonly known stereotype. I think it is. But like the stereotype about Colorado is there's a lot of Subarus. So since we've left, we've seen I think 5 or 6 already in the last 20 minutes. So maybe we can count how many we see.
Look at that house way up there.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Look at how fast the clouds are moving.
That's way up there. Clouds are moving. Oh, is that skiing? That might be. It's gotta be skiing. I mean, what else could it be? So we'll count how many Subarus we see. I'm gonna go ahead and go with the generous estimate and say we've seen 6 so far.
Not counting all the ones you pointed out yesterday.
Yeah, that's just since we've left the gas station today. So we'll report back with our findings. We just went through Gunnison, Colorado, and just to give you an example, this is kind of an update on our Subaru count. Wait, is this one of them?
No.
Yeah,
Yes,
it
it
is!
is!
48. Okay, so just to give you an idea, when we entered Gunnison, Colorado, about just under an hour and a half from where we were at 8.
We're at 48.
Yeah, we're at 48 now. We've seen 40 Subarus, and we're not even 10 minutes outside of Gunnison.
Oh, goodness.
We're at 48 Subarus. What is up with you Coloradoans? It's crazy, man. You know there's other cars out there. Alright, well, we'll update you when we get to 100. Which will probably be within the next 30 minutes.
Yeah.
We're passing some cars right now. I want to see if there's any. 49. Wow, no Subarus yet. We're at 49 right now. 50. There it is. Any more? I guess that's it for this group. Okay, well we hit 50 Subarus in just under an hour and a half. Oh wow, look at that view out of Caitlin's driver's side window. Oh wow, snow-covered mountains. Yeah, those are both Toyotas. All right. We'll update you when we get to 100 Subarus. Look at all the cows.
Wow.
We just went through Crested Butte, Colorado, and we just saw number 100. It's crazy how many Subarus there are.
There's just so many.
And yeah, and I went 93, 94, 95, 96 in a neighborhood. It wasn't even like a parking lot. Even in a parking lot, that'd be incredible.
And a lot of them have bikes on the back of them, like they strap on their bikes, because that's another Colorado thing. It seems everyone rides their bikes.
Crazy. Crested Butte's a very nice little town. Super nice. So
it's a cute one. It's a little bit bigger than The other ones we've gone through has
Yeah.
more stuff, but nestled in the mountains.
Yep, not too far from the Maroon Bells. So, alright. We'll catch up when we get to 150. No, it's a Hyundai. We'll catch up when we get to 150. Look at these huge aspen groves. So many aspens. They're so tall. They go all the way up there and on this side.
This is just like an aspen forest.
Yeah. It's really cool because when you're driving through Colorado, you see a lot of these, but this is the biggest one that we've seen by far. Normally it's the pines and then you've got some aspens mixed in, but this is nothing but aspens. It's really cool. We just saw our 150th Subaru, plus 2, 153 actually, as of right now. We just went through Delta, Colorado. We stopped off at the Dollar Tree to get some snacks. We're about 45 minutes out from Black Canyon of the Gunnison. We lost the mountains for a little while.
Yeah, we lost the mountains and it was getting all brown. But we see them now. We see them again.
Way in the distance. And then, I don't know if you can see them, but they're that way too. Anyway, we were in the Dollar Tree and we saw something truly disturbing. There was some dude in the Dollar Tree just walking with his, he just had his wiener out in the Dollar Tree. Had it on a leash and everything.
His wiener dog. He had his wiener dog out.
Oh, really?
Oh, God.
Anyway, yeah, we got a little bit more to go. But 172. Me and Caitlin also just passed a Subaru dealer. Oh, 174.
It was like a jump scare.
I'm like, 200. No, it was kind of funny because we've been looking at it all day.
Continue on US 50 East for 1.5 miles.
Excuse you. 175?
We didn't count the dealership.
176. No, we didn't.
It was there.
Jeez. 176. Maybe we'll see 200 by the time the day's over.
There's one. We are inside of the park. It's a very weird park. Like the entrance station, it's weird.
The entrance station is not like at other parks. Like this one looks a lot more like a temporary building. There's also
Construction going on.
Yeah, there's construction going on, and there also the sign was not accessible by the road.
So either that wasn't the sign, or
Yeah, either that wasn't the sign or it was the sign, and they just did a really crappy job making it.
placing it. Yeah.
Yeah. So we're gonna see the Black Canyon here in just a few minutes. It's called the Black Canyon because the walls are so vertical and steep, and the canyon itself is so thin that sunlight does not go into it for pretty much all of the day. And so they're covered in shadows, so it makes it look black. So it's the Black Canyon, and the Gunnison River flows through it, hence Black Canyon of the Gunnison. So we're gonna go to the visitor center now.
Yeah, because even the visitor center closes early. Like this is not. Oh, there it is.
Oh, it's right here. There it is. Oh wait, it says no parking. That sucks.
Oh well, take a picture of it. Hurry.
Well, get the parking sign out of the way. So this is the painted wall. The light colored rock is called pegmatite. the light. Can you tell them what it's called? I'm sorry. I can't say it. This is what it's called. Pegmatite what? Anyway, this is the tallest vertical cliff. This is the tallest vertical cliff in the state of Colorado. It is very nearly the height of the tallest building in the world. So, very, very cool. That is the Gunnison River. She's still immature. She's still laughing about it.
He's the one who's been losing his mind.
Oh, you'll never guess. Guess what the pegmatite? Guess what the texture of pegmatite is when it's first moving in? It's described as gooey. Oh my god, I need some food. I'm losing my mind. I need some food. We are on our way out of Black Canyon to the Gunnison National Park. There's not a ton to do here unless you have the permitted hike down to the canyon floor.
Yeah, it's literally like the only hike. So.
Yeah, I mean, it's mostly just and we're on the south rim, by the way. It's mostly just a scenic drive and some viewpoints. I think we kind of have another Capitol Reef situation where it's like it's cool, but it just feels weird. It feels kind of inaccessible.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird.
And even the permitted hike, it's so steep to get down. It's just like miserable to get back up. So
yeah. So, you know, this is definitely worth a visit. But I don't think on future returns to this area that it's going to be such a priority.
Mm-hmm.
I would kind of consider this just like a checklist park.
Mm-hmm. And like I was saying that if
206.
If this was like something you drove by and it wasn't a park, it was just like something along the route, it'd be really cool. It'd be like, oh my gosh, look at this. But because it's a park, it makes it less. I don't know. It feels like it makes it less dramatic and less.
Yeah, because, you know, when you think about national parks, you think of like
Yellowstone.
like Yellowstone and Grand Canyon and another canyon like Zion Canyon.
Mm-hmm.
And those feel like national parks.
Mm-hmm.
And while this canyon itself is really, really cool, the lack of things to do really kind of just doesn't impress as much as those other two.
Because you're comparing it to other national parks.
Yeah. Like, on its own, it's really, really cool. Definitely worth a visit. But compared to other parks, and especially parks that we've been to just on this trip, it's not really a priority to revisit. You know what I mean?
It also doesn't help that they have construction going on at the entrance for, like, until you get the visitor center, it's just a gravel road. Which is really weird for a national park to have a gravel road.
Yeah. We couldn't even stop at the sign and take a picture, so I guess we're just going to have to do without it. So, alright, well, we are headed back to our campsite. We're headed to our campsite. We're gonna make some dinner. We're gonna have some chili. No beans, because chili does not have beans in it. I'll die on that hill. So, alright, we'll see you there. We have made it to our campsite and we're all set up and we're eating chili. Hayden has been waiting for this for 3 days. So, but here we are. You can't see it, but there are mountains over there. Yeah. So. Little kitchen setup. And everything. Yep. How is it? Oh, it's finally good to eat something that's not like a snack. It's a real meal. Good morning. We are leaving our campsite and we are on our way to Mesa Verde National Park this morning. It's 8:22 in the morning. We slept in a little bit because, well, it's been tiring. But anything? Yeah, today we are heading down to Mesa Verde, like she said. But instead of going the quickest way, we have decided to go down the $1 Million Highway between Ouray and Silverton. Adds a little bit of time to the trip, but we're here. Why not go the $1 Million Highway? So, should be a very nice drive.
Yep. Yay! And then we hit Santa Fe tomorrow.
It is the last national park of the trip. Is today.
Yeah.
After
Number
this,
12.
And after tomorrow, it's really kind of just about getting home. So, trying to enjoy it as much as we can because it has been great.
Yep.
There's still just a little bit more to enjoy, so we're gonna enjoy it.
Yay. Look at these mountains. They're
They're red.
yeah. You can't see as well on the camera, but they're like fully red
Yeah.
at the top. Wow.
I've never seen mountains like that.
There have also been really big waterfalls along the road.
Yeah, I mean, cascading like all the way down these mountains, and they're super, super steep.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
We have made it to National Park number 12.
Last one of the trip.
Last one of the trip. Wow. We have a hike planned for today, so we'll do that. And just drive through the park.
Yeah, we're gonna go see Cliff Palace. Again, we didn't get tours for that. We were too late. That sucked. But we will be able to see it. And then we're gonna do the Petroglyph Point trail so that we can go see some petroglyphs. So,
Yep.
Let's go.
There's Cliff Palace.
So you guys can see that last ladder that sticks out of the rock over there? If you look at the path below it, it kind of wraps around. You can see that.
Right outside of Cliff Palace, there was a little sign that said fry bread.
Yeah, it's the Soda Point Ute Tribal Park for the Ute Native Americans. So we're both hungry.
And the fried bread pretty much looks like a different version of funnel cake.
And the cool thing was, it wasn't like stupid expensive. It's great.
It was $5 for this whole thing. And it's like, it's pretty big.
Yeah, and it's fresh. They were making it right there.
Yep. And we got the sweet one that has sugar, cinnamon, and honey on it.
So hopefully this will hold us over till we can get our hike done, get back to Durango, and get a beer and I'll tell you.
We have started our trail for Petroglyph Point, but our first stop is the Spruce Tree House down here.
It's a good thing we're skinny.
Yeah, this isn't tight at all for us.
Yeah, we're not pear shaped.
That's what one of the reviews said, was it'd be pretty tight if you were pear shaped. So. Here are the petroglyphs. There's a lot of them.
Yeah, they're really close too. We've made it past the petroglyphs. And we're starting the rock scrambles. The hunger is really starting to hit now, so we're gonna try and get up these rock scrambles as fast as possible to the car and then back to Durango. So
It's hot.
yeah, it's not hot to me. It feels pretty good.
He doesn't sweat, so I'm sweating. That's where we're going, back to the museum. That's how far we have to.
We don't know if it goes like around like the rim of this canyon or if it goes down and up again. We just need to make it.
Yep.
I have a hole in my stomach.
We are back in the car. We just finished our hike. We finished it in an hour when all the reviews said it took them 2.5. So.
I don't know how long they were spending at the Petroglyph panel, but like we looked up, we saw it, we spent a few minutes or so, and then
we spent like a minute.
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah, I mean it's petroglyphs, so.
Yeah, I don't know how long people like. Are the people just stopping every 10 feet?
It wasn't exactly what I thought, because like it talked about it having like ladders and like tight squeezes. And, like there was like one tight squeeze and like
no ladders.
No,
but, like,
no ladders, stone steps and everything. I don't know. So
it was cool though. I'm glad we did it. But with that, that's our final hike of this trip.
Yep.
Because tomorrow is Santa Fe, and there's no hikes that we're doing in Santa Fe. Yeah, and we're not doing any hikes in Roswell.
So that was the last hike of the season.
So, anyway, this is also National Park number 12. So whenever we get to our last stop before home, we're gonna kind of do like a wrap up. We'll talk about our trip, favorite things, our least favorite things, the parks that met our expectations, exceeded them, did not meet them, and then we'll rank all the parks that we've been to, including the ones not on this trip. So that'll be a nice little wrap up video. But as for now, it's time to go get some food.
We have made it to our campsite for tonight, and this is the views. It's definitely a campsite that's pretty much full, and we were lucky that the guy in the #1 spot let us double up with him, or else we were gonna have to keep driving forever to find a spot. So, but
this definitely seems like it serves as a primary residence for some of the people here.
yeah. So,
but I mean, hey, I get it.
it's free, so.